Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Old Reader, New Reader. I'm back with my special guest from the last show I did, right? Last show was together?
I don't think so.
I think so. Anyways, welcome back to Elliot.
What's up, YouTube? It's me, your boy, Elliot.
Usually in the chat is your friend, Elliot. Welcome back. Thanks for joining me.
It's welcome to be back.
Good to see you all. I know I've been out a little bit. I was going to have a guest last week, but then they got sick. And they're like, we'll do it Thursday. And they got sick again. But she'll be back. That's Jess coming back. Jessica Ashcraft, not Jess is an Omnidog. How is everybody doing? Hello. And a good extremely early morning to you. How early is it for you? Hello, James. Hello, everybody. I'm planning on buying the book, but the collection hasn't come out yet. So we today are talking about Trinity, Daughter of Wonder Woman. So this is by Tom King, which is a surprising kind of book from Tom King. Because you've read some Tom King.
Yeah.
Usually the stuff that I complain about.
Yeah, so only the stuff you hate.
Tom King's that you've read. So this is a little bit different.
Yeah.
So luckily, if you have DC Universe Infinite or Unlimited or whatever, I always forget what it's called, but they just released the seventh issue on there. So they have the full six issues. I keep saying 7. They have the full 6.
She has 7 issues. You know what I'm saying, guys?
What are you doing? So they have the first 6 issues of that. So and that's all that they're going to have. This is like This is the collection of these stories about Trinity. Mm-hmm. Wonder Woman's daughter, as you can tell by the title of this.
Wait, what? Spoilers.
Yeah, Tom King is a mixed bag. I feel the same way. I can be Tom King's biggest supporter or his biggest hater, and I think that's the fun of it. When you pick up a Tom King book, like, will I vehemently love this forever, or will this be my villain origin story? Because I'll never get over Heroes in Crisis. Spoiler: I loved this so much. I was already pretty in love with Trinity when early they had this like one shot of Trinity with Damien and John where they're like babysitting her, but they have to kind of still go on a like crime fighting mission and they bring her with them, just shenanigans. And I thought she was delightful as little kid, Wonder Robin, as she calls herself. Lizzie's great. I think she's so cute. But yeah, this is a very different tone for King. Because I'm used to him writing more serious stories, usually about like centered around like a man who is seriously traumatized by stuff and it doesn't know how to deal with it, and then usually has some more violent tendencies in dealing with those things. But I mean, some great stories there, right? But it's interesting to see him write this very delightful, like high spirit, essentially sort of like kid-ish kind of book. I mean, there's some heavy themes here. But...
Yeah. I mean, and it's still kind of revolved around a man, just not one that's listed.
So the premise of this, because I'm not going to do like a play-by-play, we'll just talk more generally about it. Mm-hmm. So Steve Trevor has died. Well, I guess he died before she was born.
Correct.
But there's this moment with young Lizzie, the youngest Lizzie. I hear Detective Chimp. I love Detective Chimp. That's not related to this. But so the premise of this, so we have the 3 girls. I should have zoomed in closer to this. But the youngest one here, the youngest Lizzie, aka Wonder Robin, she is just having a really hard time and she's feeling really sad when she's visited by her slightly older self, who travels through time to come visit her. So she's having this moment. She's really sad. She's really sad that she doesn't have a mom, or not mom. She has a mom, obviously. That she doesn't have a dad because she's hearing Damien and John talk about their dads and who's the best one. And she's just feeling really sad about it. And so middle Lizzie shows up and is like, hey, I'm just here to cheer you up. Because I remember feeling really sad about it. I'm saying I can make you feel better. And then she's like, oh, that's awesome. You can travel through time. You can bring daddy back. That's no. Well, she's like, you know what? I don't really know how to fix this. I bet the older version of me would be even better at this. She must have her shit together the like 19-year-old version, the 19-year-old Trinity. It's like, oh, she'll have a idea of what to do. So they go in the future again to get hurt. Now you have the three of them together.
Mm-hmm.
And in the midst of this, Damien and John have followed her into the time stream that she calls the time cream.
Mm-hmm.
And they've turned into dog versions of themselves.
Specifically corgis.
And so there are corgi versions of them stuck through time they have to go collect and bring back and fix. Mm-hmm. So they're dealing with that, with finding the corgis spread throughout time, while also dealing with like this, with grief and reuniting with their, like, there's some like maybe plans to bring their dad back. And it's really just, it's so sweet. It's so cute. I don't even know what I want to touch on first. But I guess we can talk about that first issue a little bit, because like she runs into Pariah.
Yeah. And
she calls him Piranha. It's so cute. She's like, oh, if you have any questions, go ask Piranha from Crisis on Infinite Earths. Just go ask Piranha, like Pariah. And he's just like, you know, he's waxing poetically his sad tale. And then she's just like, my mom says when I'm sad, you should talk to somebody. So I'll tell you about why I'm sad. Maybe it'll make you feel better. It's like, oh, you time travel here? You can help me out. And she's just like, find a corgi, I guess. Bye.
Yeah, poor Pariah. He never does work out. You know, it's crazy of like the lack of the butterfly effect that happens in this story, because they pretty much every rule about time travel that there is, they break it on purpose for comedic effect, and it works.
Yeah, I think it's a great time. Let's zoom in on some of these. No. You know what? Fine, whatever. Very cute though. Just like the way that she interacts with everything, that she's just so silly is great. And she's so lovely. And I know like some people might see this story and be like, why would I want to read this when it's just like little kid doing stuff and not like, and she's like a new character. Maybe you're not as invested. And I personally haven't, and surprisingly, because this has come up, I haven't read as much of Tom King's Wonder Woman because it didn't really resonate with me. I'll go back and try it. But I remember reading it, like the first few issues of it, and I was like, I'm not really sure if this is, I'm not connecting with her, which is disappointing because the art's pretty great. But that's also written by Tom King.
Yeah. If you can't connect with Wonder Woman, what's the point?
Exactly. I've seen a lot of people talk about they like absolute Wonder Woman more than Tom King's Wonder Woman. But I also haven't gone back and given it due diligence and read the whole thing. So I was like, I'll just wait till it's all done so I can read it all in one go. Maybe just issue to issue wasn't working for me. So what were your first thoughts about this that we can talk some more about?
Well, I mean, the first issue is kind of just premise setup. I didn't really know who Pariah was, so I was like,
because you haven't read big events and stuff. Like you watched videos.
I don't know what's going on. Apparently this is a big deal. He gets to see universes collapse. So I'm like, that's pretty serious. It's a bummer. And she just kind of shows up as like, I'm a little girl, and he's like, and I thought that was kind of funny, switch your tone, even though having no idea what was going on. It was a lot of very cute. I mean, there's never a moment when she's not just the most adorable thing ever.
So cute. Oh my god. And maybe you miss like Super Sons a lot. Like I'm glad that we have a character like this. I'm glad that we get to see multiple ages together. Because I like having little kid characters in DC every once in a while. I'm still mourning little John Kent every day of my life. I thought this was a fun way to call back to those Silver Age stories where Wonder Woman, Wonder Girl, and Wonder Tot would all go on adventures together. It's fun. It's fun. And it's nice that, like, I always say this, but when we get those big, heavy comic book stories, like big events, and like, which I love, I still love those too. What a nice break this was.
Mm-hmm.
Even though at the end of this story, I was bawling my eyes out.
And I knew it was going to happen.
Yeah. So as they're going through, there's another one of my favorite stories in here. I'm glad that they visit it again. When they have the corgi and the family issues. Mm-hmm. And I found a really good cover for that as well. But because they have to travel through time in different instances to go find all these corgis, right? And she runs into Jason Todd, Robin. But first I want to show you this cover of a corgi and a family. I think it's pretty great. Love this so much.
Hey, man.
But she runs into Jason Todd as Robin and immediately makes fun of him, calls him like, I mean, she mentions the panties right away. Because it's like classic Jason Todd Robin.
It is a jump scare.
It is a little bit of a jump scare. It's so cute though, because they start to kind of flirt and they like each other, and there's these really cute moments between them. And like you were saying, like immediately disregards any of the rules of like the butterfly effect so fast.
You're just like, oh man, you're wicked gonna get killed by the Joker, and he's like, oh.
Well, she kind of like slowly goes into it too, right? Because she's like, hey, you know, I know you mentioned the Joker. You should probably just like stay away from him. Like it's not really safe, you know? And he's like, you shouldn't be telling me this. You know, like won't this affect like the future or whatever? And she's like, yeah, you're right. He's gonna kill you though. Like, just immediately, like, no, he's really gonna kill you though. So you should like watch out for that.
They didn't mention in the comic that it was Omar's fault that they killed Jason Todd, but we all know that it's Omar's fault they killed Jason Todd.
Yeah, I know you've heard the story of how he was one of the people that paid for him to be dead.
25 cents for Jason Todd to be dead. That?
But as a quick show of the art, like it was just a nice little issue. One, he's a great character to introduce because Jason's gonna die and they're dealing with death of their dad and stuff like that. We're amidst these issues, we're seeing a little bit of like Steve Trevor in the underworld. He like runs into the Fates. We see a little bit of him. But to just talk about like death and like having fun before you die and stuff like that, and just being really funny about the timeline is great. And there's these great moments because she's like retelling what's happening to her sister when she comes back. She's like, yeah, you know, we talked. And like, oh my God, are you kissing? Oh my God. It's very cute. I loved this. I loved this so much. Because I love like lighthearted Jason Todd stuff too. I don't care if this never comes up again in canon that they met. I don't care. This little piece of time.
Well, I mean, he's a little bit older than her, so.
Yeah, but I don't know how time is working here. Like, I don't know.
Sounds like a big excuse.
Okay. You try to get me canceled much. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Okay, how'd you feel about the Jason Todd Lizzie stuff?
Oh yeah, it was very fun. Kind of like you mentioned, it's really just a neat way to look at impending death, like or just like death of youth, and you know, the fact that it was like the middleest, like pre-teen teenager one. So they have like, I'm interested to see. I feel like there's more they can do with that. Like they just sort of like touched on it. It seems like this character may have a lot to do with death in the future, but it's a neat way to explore that.
I also love that he just kept going. He's like, okay, and they just kept doing stuff. And there's some like we'll touch back to some more of like
he had a lot of free time.
And I like that we revisit this too because we have their first part meeting and she's like, I'm probably not going to see you again, and they say goodbye.
Spoilers.
It's very sweet. They fight Killer Croc together. They have this moment where they almost hold hands, but she kisses him before she leaves. It's very sweet and sad. But like it's both because it's very fun. This is one of my favorite miniseries from comics last year. It was so cute and adorably low stakes. Exactly. Oh, yeah. It's still like impactful, like weirdly. Because when I first read, I mean, it could be. They could have had the high emotional moments that they have. It could have just stuck with just like the fun, which would be fine too. It's actually a good mix. I did not expect to be crying.
Yeah.
At the end of this.
Adorable.
I'm trying to remember the other part stuff. Oh, we have to talk about issue 3. So issue 3, do you want to talk about what happens with that one?
Well, with issue 3, it was we're now following the eldest of the Trinity, where she goes to some sort of is it some
She's
sort of
definitely
Amazon
on-
island?
She has to be on the Themyscira, yeah.
She runs into her mom, and then her mom immediately gets eaten. Because she's like, oh, I've got to save the corgi. And they're just like, oops, sorry, Mom. And then you can see like a little Wonder Woman boot hanging out of the Cerberus's mouth. It took me a while to even realize what was happening. I'm like, oh. So then she had to use a time machine, go back again, try it again. So constantly trying to avoid death, and the same thing keeps happening. It's almost like you can't avoid the inevitability, even with time travel. I mean, she talks to Steve as well. He sort of shows up kind of nonchalantly. He doesn't understand that the woman, the love of his life, had just been eaten by Cerberus. He's just like, what's going on here, young kids? But we are also, I mean, the story is being told from her point of view. So it's like essentially she really struggles to deal with this death of her mother, which
father.
Because Cerberus eats her mom.
Yeah.
And there's no proof that killed her. Let's be honest. You live inside of a Cerberus, probably. Wonder Woman could, if anybody could.
Yeah, I like that each chapter is told as if so. Like one of the girls is telling the story, but basically like she's telling her sisters the story, and so we see them in the park telling the story, and then they talk about like because they each have their own mission. So they're reporting back to each other, and then we're getting to see like them describe what's been going on.
Mm-hmm.
And this one was so cute because I mean she goes back and forth. It's very comical. She's just trying different ways to like fix it. Sometimes she saves the corgi and not her mom. Sometimes she saves her mom and not the corgi. Sometimes she accidentally kills them both. And she's messing up constantly. She's not like your typical kind of Wonder Girl because she curses and says stuff like crap on a tiara and she just messes up.
Yeah.
And the art's so good too. But I mean, I think the moments in between here when Steve shows up, because she's seeing her dad for the first time and talking to him, and he's giving without even knowing that's his daughter, like his future daughter, very fatherly advice.
Yeah. And
Tom King does the best thing that could ever be done for Steve Trevor, which is lean so hard on the dad jokes. Which I'm very thankful for. I mean, endeared me to Steve because I'm not big. I mean, I can appreciate Steve. I'm not a huge Steve Trevor fan. He's never really done it for me. But if Dad Steve Trevor, forget about it.
That's all it takes.
But rate his dad jokes though? How did you feel about it?
They could have been better. But I mean, even he admits they're not that good. So.
There's this great moment where she's talking about failing and failing and failing, and then he's trying to cheer up with some dad jokes. And he's like, it's okay. You have to just keep trying. Like, and that's okay. And he talks about his grandmother raised him, Elizabeth Marston Trevor, who Lizzie is named after. Elizabeth Marston. I guess she's also Trevor. Or she's Prince. She's Prince. I think they took Diana's name.
Who knows?
It's very sweet. It's very fun.
Yep.
We get some more Jason Todd.
Yeah, following Lizzie. That. Finish up that little sort of arc. They didn't just tease you with a little bit of like crushy sort of romance kind of stuff. They finished it up later. Put a nice little bow on the end of it. God, every issue so good. Okay, kind of running through these. This might be a short one tonight, guys. It's fine. Okay, the Batcat wedding, which is part of my villain origin story. Here's in Crisis is one. The Batcat wedding is my other one because I was new to comic books. You were around when this was happening. Yeah, you just thought everything was going to work out.
I was new to comics. I just assumed the wedding was going to happen. I was so excited about the wedding. I was excited about the wedding playlist, all the wedding covers of, especially
she really bought into it.
Selena's dress. I was really excited about it. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for the wedding. And then it didn't happen, of course, because it's comic books. I know that now. I'm jaded. I'm a jaded comic book reader. But at the time, I was so excited about this damn wedding. And DC was hyping it up, and then it didn't happen. And I remember because I was doing another comic book show, and I sent like hours long angry voice messages to my two co-hosts at the time, and I was like, I can't believe he did this to me. Like, just very like ridiculous. Now it's fine. I just try not to have hopes and dreams for comic books. I just assume they're going to kill my favorite people and weddings aren't going to happen. Mm-hmm. This redeemed it a little bit.
A little bit.
I'm sure. I'm just going to assume Tom King did it just for me. To make it
he probably heard you.
He was like,
felt your anger.
I've got to calm this girl down. I've got to give her something. So we get this great issue. Oh my God.
It's probably my favorite of the issues.
Oh my God. So Corgi Damien is throughout time. He has shown up at the Wayne Manor right before the wedding. Mm-hmm. And it's really cute the way it happens. We see little Lizzie Wonder Robin run through Alfred's kitchen, and she just starts talking to him. She gives the whole spiel, which is very young, like, right? You can just see her coming in, you know, probably drinking a water like toddlers do, which is like, you know, I mean, they can't breathe at the same time that they're drinking, and they're like, yeah, my name's Lizzie, and I'm Wonder Woman's daughter, and I'm looking for this corgi version of David, and blah blah blah. You know, she's just like spieling at him, and Alfred's doing his very Alfred thing of just like, oh, that's very nice, like. And then she's like, I don't have time to talk to you because I'm pretty busy. I'm Wonder Robin. But then she still sits down at the like kitchen island. Like, she's like, you know, you wander into a kitchen, that's where you end up. Even though she's like, I'm pretty busy. I got a big old job to do. And she's like, wait, is that cake? And he like feeds her, and like he shows her the cake. And then, you know, Damien Corgi's running around there, and he's just like Damien, where he's just being obnoxious. Mm-hmm. Like, he's playing games. He's not listening to her. And Alfred makes this comment like, okay, I didn't believe you before, but when you say that he doesn't listen to you, he does all this stuff, that does sound like young Master Damien, of course.
It's a good bit.
The sweet moments were like between him and Selena as like a corgi, but also between him and like the Ace, the Bat Hound. Is that the right name?
Yep, you got it.
I did. And it was just very, but the best part, oh God, it's so good. I'll cry thinking about it.
The penny?
No.
The big penny.
No, not the penny. Not the penny. Let me grab this thing. Tell them what you thought of it while I go look for this.
Oh, it was actually just nice to like, because this one is actually kind of told through Alfred, which is really nice. It's always good to get just like an old dude's perspective, because we've been following the perspective of just young children. But yeah, just like his, because I know he's talk about, you know, just old people dying. He also was given the butterfly effect of, oh yeah, no one gets married and you die, and he's just like, all right, I'll thug it out, I guess.
I'll thug it out.
I'm Alfred, I'll thug it out. So it's, I don't know, it was just like his sort of thoughts on everything that was happening, you know, just dealing with everybody else. It's just always good to hear from Alfred.
Yeah, it's a very sweet moment. I had to bring up the comic book here because they're just kind of sitting on the couch together. And the artist does such a great job with little Lizzie, because it's so, if you had like kids in your life, the way that she moves and does stuff feels so spot on. But her just sitting there with Alfred, who's the ultimate dad, of course, and she's like, "Hey, Teamy told someone something she shouldn't, and I thought that was really dumb, but I want to tell you." And she's like, okay, so this is the best day ever. But like right after this happens, no one gets married and then you're dead. And he's just like, oh, right. But then he's still so sweet because like they all laugh together. And he's like, I've not laughed that hard, been that happy in years, perhaps ever. And I would wager Master Bruce and Miss Kyle would admit the same. Let the hours and years to come do what they may. They shall not rob me of that moment, nor this one. He's just hugging her. I'm about to cry even just thinking about it. It's just...
Alfred's a G.
So sweet. Yeah, I agree. So I've always sensed a slight melancholic tone in this miniseries, almost like it was therapeutic writing for Tom. I mean, it's very much that, because it's like, one, you show these different like ages of life, right? For her, for Lizzie. And then you have these different people that like, it's about spending these really special moments with people who are gonna die through here, with Jason, with Alfred. Like his guilt trip about killing Alfred. That's so needed to be like, here's the special moments, right?
Yeah.
And they hit hard, like surprisingly. So the final issue, and I hadn't read the final one when I asked Ellie if he went to the show. I was like, hey, do you want to read this series for the show? It's really fun. It'll be a great time. There's a new issue about. Let's read it. And I hadn't read issue 6. And he's like, and I was reading right before the show, as I do. He's like, have you read all of it? And I was like, well, I haven't read the final issue yet. He's like, oh, get ready. And I was like, what do you mean? I was like, it's just this little girl having a good time. What do you mean get ready? What do you mean? It's fine.
It's not going to hit close to home or anything.
And it...
Don't worry about it.
Oh, my God. And so... Lizzie... I think, is it the oldest Lizzie? Is it Trinity?
Yes.
I don't know. I feel like it's probably like Wonder Robin, Wonder Girl, Trinity, but I don't know. It's just oldest Lizzie. Oldest Lizzie defined a super corgi. Mm-hmm. The super corgi's shown up in Steve Trevor's apartment on the day he's gonna die. This was like a play.
The super corgi?
No. This like the showing up on the day he's gonna die.
Oh yeah.
And she shows up and she talks to him, and they get the dog, and then they walk together. And she talks about her life. She talks about her mom. And he can even tell at this point, he's like, she's not mentioning me. And they're having these sweet moments together, and he's being really sweet to her. And
strap in.
Oh my God, it was just really good. I'm gonna have to bring up this is told from Steve's point of view. And I think I probably will cry about it. And y'all just have to deal with it, I think. But there's this really sweet moment because she's there with him right up and like before she tells him, she's like, you're he's like, I'm not, he said, I'm not part of your story, am I? And she says, no. He says, when? She says, today. And she tells him about how he's going to die. And then her mother's going to take a part of his soul and a part of hers to make Lizzie. And she says, don't go. But she's very sweet to him. And there's great moments in here because she talks about what it's like for her to be around her mother and how she doesn't want to be your mother, but she feels like she's just different and she's not perfect. And he's like, no, it's fine. Like that you're part of me too. You don't have to be perfect. Like she cusses and stuff. There's some jokes throughout this like series where like little Lizzie's like, oh no, please don't tell mom I'm gonna get in trouble. But they're not like your cookie cutter Amazon at all. It's so sweet. And he says like, I'd give up the multiverse to be there for you. My dying created you and I won't give that up. And she's because you're selfish. And he says, because I'm your dad. And it's so sweet because it talks about right before he dies. He says, normally your life flashes before your eyes, like your own life, but mine didn't flash before my life did. My eyes, my daughter's did, yours did, Lizzie. And it's this really sweet. He talks about like, I saw you as a young woman sitting with here, blah, blah, blah. Your mother's daughter and mine. I saw you as a teenager, awkward and unsure. Your mother's daughter and mine. I saw you as a kid with your babysitters there to give you help you don't even need. Your mother's daughter and mine. And I sobbed. My father passed away when I was 14. And so
that's when I knew. When I read that, I was like, uh-oh. I can tank this. I don't think she's gonna be able to tank this.
So this little silly comic book meant a lot to me. The idea of getting to spend, that last day with them before they know, and you can just be you from the future and talk to them, So it got me a lot, obviously. It's just very sweet. And it like this comic book, I think I'm gonna have to buy. I think it means a lot to me, to be honest. Like one, it's Wonder Woman, related, and that's great. But a new appreciation for Steve. Mm-hmm. So this silly little comic, damn it, Tom King. Like, why'd you have to do me like that? I was just here for a fun time with this little kid. And it got me. See, no, I've never cried on this channel, I don't think. Not like, I've cried laughing, but I haven't cried. Oh, but it was beautiful. It was so sweet. And they decided to time travel to the day they were born to go see their mom and say, hey, we've got a message for you from Daddy. And at the end, I won't spoil the rest because it's connected. It's really cool how they kind of solve this problem.
Yeah,
and it's going to continue in the Wonder Woman series.
Yeah, and it seems like they're pretty dead set on resurrecting Steve Trevor for the new Wonder Woman series. And I think with comic books, it's always kind of a joke how they bring people back out of nowhere. And it feels like if you're going to bring somebody back, I think you got to do it like this.
This was great.
Because it feels like earned. Like it doesn't come out of left field. There's a whole... You made it a story.
I mean, nothing's better than, you get to meet this daughter that you never knew about because you died before she was born. And so you decide then, like, that was the butterfly effect. Like, we create a situation where our dad's going to fight so hard to get back, like, to be there. Oh, I loved this. And the art was great. We haven't really talked to the art, but.
Oh, yeah.
My gosh. Just like.
So good.
I can't get a close up of. Well, this whole book is sad. Let me get this issue. We had something cute in here, but I in love with the art. I mean, I'm just. It was so good. Just the expressions, because I think if you're gonna tell a story about, a girl at 3 different points of her life. You need it to be incredibly expressive, especially going to have it centered on a child at all. Like, you need to be.
Oh yeah.
You need to. It's like I could hear that girl talk.
Oh yeah, and it's like her face would look very goofy and very very much like a kid not knowing how to control the way. Because
you could see moves. Privately, and I'm going to be stuck here for an eternity watching as every multiverse dies. She's like, Mr. Piranha. You know what I mean? And you could feel that, and I think that's so important. The dialogue was great. The story is great. The art, it just added so much to it.
Yeah.
It really made me fall in love with Trinity. I'm a huge Wonder Woman fan, but just by being related to Wonder Woman, it does not mean I'm going to like them. I'm not a Cassie fan. I'm still waiting for the book that changes that, but it hasn't happened yet. I would die for Trinity. I never thought that Wonder Woman needed a daughter or anything, but I would do anything for her, like anything. I hope, I also really love Yara Flor as well, but Trinity, that's something really special. And I hope that they always use her. I hope it doesn't kind of go away. Like, because when, Yara Flor's book ended and it didn't go anywhere, we see her around, but I don't get to spend a lot of time with her. Now, granted, I haven't read the newest Tom King Wonder Woman, so maybe she's there, but that, it was a bummer. I'm losing these people, right? Luckily, Donna's, head of Titan, so I get to see her. But a lot of Wonder Woman's family don't get to have that top position often, right? If anything happens to Trinity, I'm rioting. If anything,
don't count it out.
I know I shouldn't get my hopes up.
King has got the reins, baby.
I agree. Steve Trevor will be resurrected before Alfred. Coming back from the Greek underworld seems to be easier than from heaven or whatever. On the other hand, Lazarus pits.
Hey, man.
I mean, who knows? God, I loved this.
It's very good. It didn't resonate with me like I think it resonates with you, but I still liked it.
Yeah.
There were some times I felt like I had a hard time kind of tracking what was going on, because I'd read half of it and then I went to sleep and then read the other half.
Yeah.
So it took me a while to get back into it, just because just the subject matter is a little wild. Because at one point I'm like, wait, why are they chasing these corgis again? I completely forgot that was a thing. But I mean, it wasn't very serious, so I didn't feel like let me go back and reread that. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go with it.
Yeah. Well, because I kept thinking this was related to Beast World, Titan's Beast World. Maybe it is, and I'm wrong. Because I remember reading Titan's Beast World, but I also don't remember anything related to it. So I was like, oh, it must be a Beast World thing. But I was like, no, that happened because of the time thing. I was like, did I miss something? But I don't know. And that's okay. But on this show, Overbearing Reader, we're trying to see if this is a new reader-friendly book. I think it's better if you've read other things.
Probably, yeah.
But it's so good if you have.
Out of the jump, you're
if you know what the characters are at least.
Well, yeah, because there was a little bit in the Green Arrow story that we read as well that was recent that it does. I won't say it's a crutch, but it uses like prior knowledge, like the Jason Todd thing or the cat wedding or the bat cat wedding. Like if you don't know about those things, they kind of just fall flat tonally.
Yeah.
Like if you don't know who Jason Todd is, you're just like, all right, well that's Robin. What about him? Well, he dies? What? Okay. So I mean, like you need to know a little bit about comics in general.
I guess luckily she explains some things.
Yeah, I mean they kind of in one dialogue bubble explain everything you need to know, but you could read through it pretty quickly and just be like, oh, okay, I guess this kid dies. All right. And there's a couple of really good jokes that are very much inside jokes. So, I mean, as far as new reader, you're going to need to know a few things to get 100% out of this. But, I mean, I knew the things. I barely read comics.
It could be interesting if Trinity encountered Fury. Used to be Wonder Woman's daughter when there was an Earth 2 Wonder Woman. But she was done in Christ on Infinite Earths, and Fury isn't her daughter anymore. With comic books, anything can happen. Especially now. I feel like with this current, like, ever since, like, post-rebirth stuff, it's like anybody can come back and guess. Which is great, I mean, like, for Green Arrow fans, that's great. That's awesome. But, I mean, the floodgates are open after all those years that we're like, we're not going to do this again.
Yeah.
We're not going to bring back the past other universes.
I have a feeling that probably in a lot of stories that are being written, or I have a sneaking suspicion that a lot of old characters are kind of just cropping up for maybe narrative nostalgia more than an actual like plot reason, but it seemed to work in this story, so it works.
It's so good. Loved it.
But I'm on to them. I want to see how often this happens.
I mean, often enough. Especially lately. So, Elliot, we have to rate this out of 10. I know that you want to go against that and not do it, but I'm going to need you to follow the rules of my show.
I will say...
You can give point something.
I
full number.
I think I thought about it because I knew that I was going to have to do this. And I said, well, out of respect for you, I guess I can do something. I think I would probably rate it a 6 out of 10.
Okay.
And the only reason is because I'm looking through a lens of not resonating with me because of the subject matter.
Yeah.
I think that the art is incredible and that deserves pretty much all of the praise anyways.
Yeah.
The story is well written, well put together. But if I never read it again, I'll be fine. Like, I don't see myself going back and rereading it. Like, I've already experienced every bit of joy I would from this story. So it's like, I don't really want to rate that much higher than a 6.
Okay.
But if, at the same time, I think a 6 out of 10 is worth a read. So, but I'm just hard on it because I don't like reading. So I hope you guys like it.
Thank you. Thank you for that, Chloe. I think it's a solid 8.5 out of 10 for me. I will definitely be rereading this again. This is my second go through. I love this. I want to own it. I want to recommend it every way. But this is my type of book. I mean, completely. For sure. 1, Wonder Woman related. 2, adorable girl.
Very adorable.
3, just heartwarming moments, like fun moments and sad moments. 4, dad trauma. Done.
Mm-hmm.
Done. Love it.
It's like, I'm pretty sure he wrote this story for you.
I think he wrote it for me. I think he's like, hey, Maddie, So sorry. Just like that side to Heroes in Crisis I have that says sorry about Roy Harper from Tom King. Thank you, Tom. It's for me, I think. That's really cool of them to do.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, Maddie, you need this.
Yeah.
Roy Harper's alive again, but obviously we haven't done enough to make up for all the pain and suffering you went through. So
yeah.
Here's a dad trauma book that has Wonder Woman and her really adorable daughter. Have fun.
Yeah, it's like if you
getting Tom King.
Well, and like and it kind of goes back to the not if you don't really know just like a basic history of the character and the stories that they like go and visit, a lot of this stuff, a lot of the fun stuff you're just gonna miss anyway. Like I guess there's just enough inside jokes that unless you read comics, you're just not gonna get.
Luckily,
yeah,
most of that from just like being around.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these were like very basic comic book stuff. Yeah. Like just being, if you've seen a DC animated movie, you probably know most of this stuff. But it's just I'm looking at through the lens. I'm just like trying to be as partial.
No, Tom King writes for me so hard before I haven't hated anything from him. I've only hated Heroes in Crisis, but I can't blame it solely on him. Part of that's editorial. I just want to. I would like a book that's about superheroes dealing with their mental health. I think it'd be really cool. That doesn't result in a mass murder and the death of my favorite. But I mean, I really liked. I love Mr. Miracle, Black Bolt. Like, there's a lot of like Tom King stuff I really like. It's become a long running joke, so now I had to keep it going. Of my Belen origin story with Tom King. It's important. Oh. Don't do it. That's my gift to you.
You're not missing anything.
Don't read it. Just don't do it. I mean, like it comes up. It came up recently. I guess with because
in the Green Arrow story, stuff, but it still wasn't relevant.
It's not super relevant. But I mean, it's good to know for comic history. I think there's some books I've read that like I don't necessarily like, but I know that it is helpful to read.
Identity Crisis.
Oh God! Why don't bring that up?
It has one of the best scenes.
It does have one of the best scenes ever in comic books, which is about Sue Dibney falling in love with Ralph Dibney, elongated man. It made me fall in love with him.
Best scene in comics.
If I could just have that section and none of the rest of it, that would be really cool.
It ended really weird. So
we have some interesting crisis books here. So. Now we can hang out a little bit if anybody has any questions. If not, we can just chill out.
Yeah.
We're gonna watch Fallout after this.
Well, yeah, we'll answer. This is an Ask Me Anything now. You can ask anything about Trinity, not about Trinity. You can quiz us if you want.
Just strap in. I mean, it's like a rite of passage to read Heroes in Crisis. I've definitely done a video talk.
No, if you bought it, you should read it because otherwise you wasted your money.
I do want to own the hardcover.
The art in is incredible.
The art's so good. Clayman.
So good.
I love his name is Clayman as well, by the way. Yeah. I mean, it's beautiful. I mean, and everyone looks great. Booster Gold's in it. Looks incredible.
Yeah, Booster Gold's great. And honestly, anything that gives
Roy Harper looks
great.
Good. I remember reading it issue to issue and seeing Roy Harper and getting so excited. Of course, then.
Well, spoilers.
It's fine.
They did some other heroes kind of dirty in that too.
Yeah, I can't even remember. I think I've blocked it out on purpose. Wait, we don't want to.
But
they
did a lot of heroes real dirty in that. I wasn't a fan.
Yeah.
As a Commander Steel fan, they did him real dirty in that. I don't like it.
I am trying to choose my books for. I'm scheduling out the rest of this month and then next month. If you have any requests of type of book you'd like some reviews of, I've been doing a lot of DC, a lot of Marvel lately. I should probably break off from that a little bit.
Nah.
Sean and Tina will be on again this month. I'm trying to think of what to have them read. I'm thinking about either Nice House on the Lake by Tynion or Sean's never really read a lot of manga, so I don't know if I should have him read like a manga. Oh yeah, okay. Let's read all of One Piece. I tried that once to read all in a month. I did not have the time.
Nobody does.
It was a bad move.
That's so many chapters.
Yeah.
Worth it.
Worth it, totally.
But not that's no one ain't nobody got time for that. Our internet.
Well, I always feel bad with some manga because I'm like, I can read like 100 books, 100 issues a day, 100 chapters, but I don't know that everyone can do that or should. To be fair,
Yeah.
How about David Max Kabuki or ElfQuest? I've never read either of those.
The MMO.
Oh, I do. Oh, I owe James feeding ghosts. That is true.
What do you feed a ghost?
You know,
now it's an AUA. Ask
Lee's
you
coming
anything.
on later this month. I was trying to give a book to read with him. Ooh.
That seems like a Lee kind of.
I think or Hudson.
Jam. Ooh, yeah, Hudson'd be great with that.
Maybe Hudson, because I haven't figured out which date to have Hudson on, but maybe.
Oh yeah,
next Tuesday.
You should ask him.
I'll ask Hudson. Hudson and I are both really into Chinese history. Maybe we'll do Feeding Ghost next week. It'd be interesting. It's been a while since we've done like a graphic memoir. We've been doing a lot of like popular big two stuff lately.
Switch it up.
Switch it up.
Just switch it up.
Currently reading Nice House and like I don't know how I like it yet. It's kind of promising. I loved the first volume a lot. Like, I really loved it. And the second volume fell kind of flat for me. But I've been wanting to go back to it and see kind of like, I know it's continuing. Because like, I feel like the first one built up such cool mystery. And then once it finally delivered, I wasn't quite sure about it.
Is it really that nice?
It's a nice house.
Does it have like?
Let's say everybody on the earth is gone except for you and 5 friends, and you're at this house together that your friend arranged, but everybody else in the world is dead.
Did my friend arrange everyone else in the world being dead? Maybe.
I can't spoil it.
The house is.
James, do my best. I will text Hudson.
Text him right now.
I'll say
we're gonna text him right now.
I'm
on it. She'll do it because if she does it now, she won't forget.
I can forget he's not in my phone. It's Hudson. He's in there as a river. Hey.
Because the Hudson is the name of a river. A little fact about rivers you all know now.
Good. Okay, look at that.
We're making plans.
I'll get him a digital copy of this. Easy peasy.
I do want to know what they're feeding the ghost, though. Pumpkin pie.
The house is nice. But yeah. The rest of you, I don't know. I really, Sean's never read Icon. So I thought about having
a fun one.
I know I've done Icon already on the show, but I think it'd be fun to do it again. I'd like to get Tina and Sean's opinion on Icon. So Icon is by I don't even think it's Black History Month. That's actually pretty good. He's a superhero created by Milestone, which is now wrapped up in DC. So Static Shock also came from these comic books.
I also saw the preview in the book about was Static Beyond.
Yeah, he got a new comic. All the Milestone characters, that Static, Icon.
That could be cool.
Hardware. I can't remember his name.
I love Static Shock. Superhero Static Shock.
Woo woo. So it'd be nice. Oh, Hudson responded. We're good for that then. He said, sure.
We're in.
All right. So that's what we're gonna do next week then. Hardware. Thank you, James. Sweet. Well, Elliot, thank you for joining me today.
I live here. I don't have a choice.
It's true. If you're wondering where you can find him, usually in the background walking behind me.
With various snacks.
Yeah. Someone's going to bring me coffee or food or pizza. It's usually how it goes. I hope you guys like this video. Sorry for being gone for a little bit. This whole ice storm plus sickness, happens. But I'm back, baby. Comment down below if you're reading this later. Tell us what your thoughts on Trinity. Any any requests of books or genres in the coming months as I'm scheduling those out. And I hope you guys have a good night. I hope you guys watch the Olympics this week.
Tell us how cool we are in the comments. Get in the comments.
And we will see you all next time. Bye.